They look a little wonky, but still. This is actually going to be going into two things: the current headache I have, and also the idea of actually the psychological effect. Because I've been noticing a lot of people all over the place feeling the kind of like, I'm trying to figure out how to best put it, like how there's this reoccurring theme or like idea in society that you're not supposed to ask for help. Like if you're asking for help, you're weak. Hi, Kayla. Or whatever reason, or just whatever reason, you're not supposed to ask for help, or you feel like you're a burden, or like pretty much you reaching out and then admitting the fact, like, hey, Annis, or yeah, reaching out and admitting to the fact to somebody else that, hey, I'm not good, I need help, and it's honest. Because this is actually something that is becoming a little bit too rampant. It's way too rampant, and it needs to stop. It doesn't. Oh, well, to me, it's still 11 p.m. Well, either way, but still. And I kind of just want to be like point blank about this. If somebody is telling you, oh, there's Claudia. I love it. Whenever somebody tells you that you shouldn't put your burdens on other people, you shouldn't ask for help, you should worry about yourself and worry about things. And if somebody's like instilling in you that you need to be able to take care of yourself and you shouldn't have to be, well, I'm going to use this phrase, you shouldn't let your dirty laundry hang out and dry and everybody can see it, essentially. Or essentially having that feeling of like, I don't know why, but I feel like I just shouldn't ask for help, meaning that I need to take care of myself and I don't want to be burdening anybody else. Well, I mean, I'm going to just break it to you. Knowing your limits and knowing that you can't handle something, no matter what it is, if you cannot handle it, if you ask for help, you're actually being the bigger person. And you're showing to somebody else that, hey, I can't handle this. I need help. Mm-hmm. And it's, to me, to be honest, it's actually been proven that keeping somebody trapped in a state of like, I'm not allowed to ask for help. It, little things like that, it may not affect at first, but it affects the mind. And when something affects the mind, the whole body suffers. I hate to put it that way, but that's just the truth. As an example, there was a study conducted by I think it was a, I think it was a Japanese scientist. I think, if I'm correct. And the scientist, he wanted to test that, like, if words held power, and if speaking to something in a positive way, negative way, or just been ignored, will it cause any difference? So he had three things of rice that was in water. What he did, one thing of rice, he pretty much treated like gold. Like, he read poetry to it, he said sweet things to it, he professed his love to it, told it how beautiful and gorgeous and how majestic it is, and pretty much made that thing pretty much. It's definitely not his significant other, but that would not work. But yeah, he treated that thing, that pile of rice, like gold. Another pile of rice he completely ignored, didn't even acknowledge it. And the last one, he verbally screamed at, insulted, degraded, abused, said hurtful, derogatory things, and just made it feel like, okay, that's mean. And other things that would probably make somebody become depressed and not so good. He did that for a whole week. His results will go backwards. The pile of rice that he was insulting and causing damage to turned pitch black. Black. Completely black. Disgusting. Rotted. The middle one? neutral. It was kind of like going down, not really the best. Then the one he was profound, like giving like a lot of love and emotion and connection to, making you feel beautiful. That stuff was still edible and actually bigger and healthier than it was before he did the experiment. That goes to show you, words hold power. And they do so much more on the microscope level than one can actually see. And I can't remember exactly who the scientist was, but I know it was a Japanese scientist who actually put this through the scientific method. And also like the idea of like with water, well, there's no water in the cup, but like how water holds and retains memory. Like whatever you put in the water, like if you have a cup of water and you say you're absolutely beautiful, water is going to remember that because water is of the element is actually pretty much related to the moon, and moon is a planet in astrology. It's a satellite. Shh. The moon in astrology is so sensitive and so easy to influence. You can just simply just go. She freaks out. You put them pretty much. You have your hand right here. You're gonna put this mouse in your hand, and she's just right next to you. She's that sensitive. I know that's a little exaggerated, but that's how to bring the understanding of like how sensitive moon is. The littlest thing, even if you just look at her, she goes. She's so easy to influence because all the moon knows how to do is be receptive and take. Doesn't know how to give anything up, just takes. That's just how it is. The advantage of that is that she's actually able to intake and pretty much embody whoever she's sitting with or being aspected by. So for example, we'll just use me. Say for example, if she's sitting with Saturn, well now Moon tries to become like Saturn. You have an old angry old geezer, and now you have Moon kind of acting like him, but a little bit more motherly. And emotions are kind of more dried up. But now, using still me as an example, you have Moon with Lilith. Moon, on her own, is also not only seen as one for how one feels full, giving emotions to, and how one's sense of mind and creativity and imagination. Moon, believe it or not, is also the most lustful planet out of all of them. Most lustful. In other words, she's the one that longs and craves for something that once brought her peace. She lusts and longs for it. Whatever that is, that depends on the person and the house and the sign and all that. But usually Moon longs for having what was there and what made her feel fulfilled. Again, but still, water does the same thing. And if you actually take some water and if you freeze it and put it under a microscope, you actually see how the ice is formed. You'll see some different shapes. That's why words have a lot of power. We gotta be careful. But nonetheless, getting back to the whole thing at hand. It's more honorable to admit that, hey, I can't handle this. I need assistance. I need help. That's more honorable. And it's more realistic. And it's more handle a lot of things. This is something I'm not able to do. I can't handle this. I need help, regardless what it is. Something minuscule or severe. If you're asking for help, you're showing that you can't handle this and you need to have help in order for it to not get out of control. But now here comes the part where I get a little bit like making it idiot proof. I think, I should actually, whenever I get a better camera for my computer, I think, I should actually have like one of those things that you don't go on stream. You hit a button and then just as an idea to make things a little bit more funny. So in this segment of making it idiot proof, might as well. Usually, if somebody comes to you asking for help, precisely. Um, mhm. I don't know what language that's in, so I want to acknowledge you though. But do you know how to, how do you pronounce that? Do you know how? Anna. I like that name. And actually, when I hear the name Anna, I think, no, I'm not gonna call her that. That's rude. Anna. I don't know. It's just when I hear that name, it just makes me feel like very secure. And there's somebody who has a lot of wisdom and is very easygoing. But also, then again, I'm thinking of like the character from Overwatch. I think of the character from Overwatch. You know, the sniper that for some reason when she shoots you, you feel better. You get shot. I just feel better. I feel better. And you know, she throws a grenade at you, and I feel better. Okay. Or you know, you get shot by her tranquilizer handgun and go fall out of the sky. But anyway, if somebody, it is what it is. But when it comes to like say now in a situation where like if somebody comes towards you asking for help, and I mean we're all guilty of this. Shrug them off, you push them to the side, ignore them, and then they go off somewhere else to ask for help. Then later on down the line, like a little bit later, they're still asking for help, still facing the same problem, and nothing's changed, and it's going on and on and on and on and on. And it gets to a point where now this person is in a mental hospital, stuck, having to deal with all the challenges now that they're facing in that hospital because they never got the help. I've been there as the one asking for help and getting no response. I've been there. It's not good. It's horrible. Which is precisely the point I'm getting to. There's a bit of a. I'm trying to put this in a way so that way YouTube will be like, it's not advertiser friendly. Not here to be nice, I'm just here to tell you how it is. I mean, if it wasn't like this, I wouldn't be saying a word, but it is, so. If somebody's saying to you or letting you know that you can come to me with any of the problems, I'm always here for you, I'm here to support you, no matter what, give you help regardless. And then when the time comes and that person who was told that goes to them, and then the person's just like, keep in mind, this person did say, come to me whenever you need help, I'm always here for you. And when they do come, they do this. Get away. No, I can't do anything for you, I'm not going to do anything for you. Push them away. Wow, well, that seems like a little bit, oh, I don't know, what's that word? It kind of just shows that, wow, you gave false hope. Yeah, when somebody gives false hope like that, or at least, you know, the very least they can do is hold space and listen. That usually is all that's needed. Holding space and just being there, usually a good majority of the time, that's all that's needed. And what's really worse, what's worse is when either family says that to you. When family tells you that and nothing happens, and they just be all, well, that's just how it is. Well, it's just how it is, and this is how all it is. But now, but also get into the fact of like, you know, if you're having people approach you and you're not really handing yourself out, because that was actually going to be getting into the issue that I just got through. But I'll get to that at the very end. But now here comes this. Oh, probably But the worst, the absolute worst, and I never thought I would actually experience this because, mm-hmm, and I would never have thought this would happen. The worst is when somebody who you saw as your significant other, a lover, your other half, someone that you gave your everything to and you loved with 100%, does that to you. Tells you, I'm always here to listen to you and I'll always here to support you. I'm here for you all the time. Just say something. You try. Can't ever get a hold of them. And you can't even talk to them about anything about how you feel without them getting mad. When your own significant, supposed to be significant other and lover does that to you, it gets to the point that's like, okay, no, that's unacceptable. And don't get me wrong, I can understand 100% if there's something that, exactly. And yes, with burnout, of course, you can only help to a point where you have to recuperate and better yourself and recover and put yourself back to good standing. Because, like what I've said many times, without you in your life, if you're not good, nothing around you matters until you're good. Nothing. Don't matter what it is. If you can't stand it, nothing needs to be worried about except you standing up. If you can't stand, it don't matter. Your well-being comes first, then everything else. But if somebody has made it known that you and them are pretty close romantically and actually really investing in one another and trying to have a deep connection, of course, and that's being considerate. And usually that's probably the number one thing that you have to also consider with a spouse figure or a lover. You have to know, you have to have that understanding that they're your life partner and wanting to be there and help you, but also being mindful to not overkill it. There's a fine balance with that. But yes, but the thing is, if they say that they're there for you whenever you need them and they don't pop up and they don't step up or they don't take initiative or they don't care, and when you're trying to reach out and talk to them, they just push you to the side and be like, nope. Or like when you're asking for help and trying just to talk to them at all, they just completely have it go over their head, just like, hmm? Oh, by any chance, do you think maybe we can get something to eat, something else, like some food or something? I kind of want to get a new ring. Like it just goes over their head, like they don't even acknowledge it. At that point, if someone does that, I'm at the point now where it's just like, okay, so I try telling you something that I need to tell you that's really upsetting me, and I just need you to listen, and you just go, ugh, let it go over your head, slap. That's at the point where I'm at. Like, okay, so since you're not going to give me or be considerate towards me or even listen to me, and you're going to put your own needs in front of me trying to talk to you about something that needs to go, nope, nope, mm-mm. Yes, Tiny. I almost said Tiny Tina. If anybody's played Borderland. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the thing is, if this is supposed to be your significant other and partner, wouldn't you want to actually prioritize making sure they're okay, regardless of what it is? And usually, even if the partner really can't do anything to help, like if it's a mental disorder, psychological disorder, if they can't do anything, like they really can't do anything to actually help the situation, the least they can do, be present and not let you face it alone. That's the most they can do. That's better than nothing. That's better than just telling them, no, you're just making up crazy stuff. You're just acting crazy right now. Don't be thinking like that. That doesn't make sense. Or worst, what you're experiencing and what you're feeling is not valid. Yes. Mm-hmm. But telling somebody that their feelings are not valid, how they're feeling, and pretty much what stress that they're going through isn't valid, that's the worst. The absolute worst. Saying that the way you feel doesn't make sense, it is not valid. No, no, no. You're taking things the wrong way. If they're coming to approach and say, this is how I feel, this is the situation, I'm feeling like this because of whatever incident, even if it's something so minuscule, like even if it doesn't even involve the other partner, but it's bothering you and you're just trying to just have someone listen to it, so that way, yeah, yes, that's it, Tiny. Nobody gets to tell you how you feel precisely, because exactly, exactly, Claudia. It's a big argument right there, just waiting to happen because it just thinks like, really, what I'm feeling is invalid. Why is that? So whatever the reason that comes in, it's just like, okay. So at that point, it does make you just think. So whenever you're trying to approach me about anything that's happening with you, or how you're feeling, or just how you're standing all together, eh, sorry, no, 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 no. How you're feeling is invalid. Just mirror right back. Like one of the sayings I love to say. I love saying this. And even though it's a little bit passive aggressive and a little bit point blank, but sometimes the best way to help an idiot is to first tell him he's an idiot, show him how he's being an idiot, so therefore he'll stop being an idiot. Sometimes you gotta show an idiot his idiocy to help him stop being an idiot. Sometimes you gotta do it. And I've done it thousands of times. I've done it thousands of times, and I don't like doing it, and I don't want to do it. I've done it to, well, significant other, and I just hate doing it. But he doesn't listen. So what other choice do I have but to just take it in, embody it, and then just turn around and go right to the forehead with him? Good example. Here's a really good example. See here. I just had my loss. I'll find it. Is this Blue Lotus? Yeah, Blue Lotus. Let me take this. Yeah, I love the smell of Blue Lotus. Even though it smells like a vegetable, but it's like a vegetable, then it turns into a lily pad that is a minty rose, but I'm not complaining. I love it. It's also just very. It's like a plant that has the natural ability with like negativity. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. None of this negative stuff. No. No, 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 no. Get it off. Nope, I'm too divine to have this negative on me. Nope. Off it goes. Like water off a duck's back. Blue Lotus in a nutshell. But here's one. Here. Let's see. I'm trying to find a way to put it and say it without making it be like a little bit too questionably dark. Here we go. So, babe, could I have money for cigarettes? You want what from me? Money for cigarettes? Why? Well, because I love you and all that? No. Sorry. You're gonna have to put in more effort in order for me to even give you anything, dude. Oh my god, really? Why the F are you saying that? I thought we were closer than that. Sure, because the thing is, you told me to put in effort, and then, things are getting better between us. But I do that, and you do absolutely jack shit nothing. So, with that in mind, you want me to be giving you the part of me that's my best? And actually, part of my best is actually giving 100% and providing for my significant other, no matter what it is, practically. So, why am I going to give you my best if you're not giving me yours? So, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'll think about it. And I do not like being like that. It's taking me out of my element. It's making me not be my real self. And then responds, Absolutely not a problem. Oh, sassy sense of humor. Everybody loves it. Because I'm somebody that's like, this is how it is. Deal with it. Take it? No. You don't have to like it. I mean, there's a lot of things that's in the world nowadays that I definitely don't like. But you don't see me saying, end it. No. Mm-mm. I'm like, it is what it is. It's agitating. It possibly needs to stop. But I'm not going to overkill with it. But if something stupid is stupid. But nonetheless. Oh my god, are you for real? You really gonna be acting like that? I mean, why not? I mean, that you're not. You said you'd be giving me your best many times ago, and being real. Meanwhile, wow, he said he'd be putting in an effort, and I texted him and I tried to give him a call just to say, "Well, how you're doing?" And just being nice and considerate. Not even a callback, or worse. This is what pisses me off the most. This is what agitates me. All right, well, I'll give you a call later, or worse, I'll call you back. Significant other, keep it in mind. Doesn't call back, doesn't send a text message, doesn't follow up, doesn't even say, I know I said I would call you, but I'm going to be going to bed early, I don't feel well. Perfectly fine, it's okay. Get better. Instead, does this instead. Turns phone off. Turns the phone off. Turns off the phone instead of sending a message saying, I'm going to lay down early, I don't feel good. I knew I said I was going to call you, but I really need to lay down, I'm not feeling well. That would be fine. I'd be like, yeah, okay, not a problem. Get well. I'll text you in the morning to see how you're doing. Easy peasy. Nope. Turns off the phone. Leaves me in the dark. Like, really? Really? And then when I get feisty and confront, saying like, wow, you never do what you say you do. Why are you getting bad? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And here's another thing. This is another thing that really makes me go like, really? You're gonna be acting like this to significant other? Why? Why why volunteer to do something for a significant other in exchange for them to do something for you? And they hold up their end, and then you pretty much don't follow through. And it's your idea to do it in the first place. You don't follow through. You use it as a pretty much baiting them to do whatever you want them to do. And as soon as they give you what you want, you play them. But it gets worse. When they have a long dean's list of promises and saying what they were going to do, okay? Yes, be a person who keeps your word, because I'm going to finish what I'm saying and then I get back to that. When I have a long list of things that are due, and I have a list of things that are still due to me, and I'm not going to get rid of it. I hate to be it that way, but still, if something's promised to me, I'm not going to forget. And if I'm being told that, oh, delusional, that's not what the list said, and I have text messages, and here's the dates and everything that you said, then there's screenshots. Now what? But here comes the agitating part. Then being told that, oh, we actually came to an agreement about it. If that's the case, then I'm straight. Came to an agreement? What was the agreement? Do you have the text message? I don't have it. I don't have any proof of it. I don't even know where it came from. I don't remember any agreement. I didn't agree to anything. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But here's the thing. I don't pull up stuff and say things out of the blue randomly just to get out of something. No. Mm-hmm. And at least for me, and I will be speaking about my character, every time that I told him, I promise, I've kept it. No matter what. Every time I say promise, it's serious. I've always followed through. Him? Oh well, could care less. But getting back to that. So, with this big Dean's list, lying to say there was agreement made when there wasn't? Well, I'll just quote another one of my favorite quotes from, I think it was The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and when they had a guest on the show, which was the guy that does the voice of Iago from Aladdin, the red parrot on Jafar's shoulder. I can't remember his name, but essentially, as he said it, how stupid do you think I am? Instant reply. How stupid do you think I am? Because at the end of the day, a good majority of the time, if you think somebody is gullible and not aware what's going along, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But here's the thing. Well, the thing is, I'm aware of that. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. For him, let's just say forces are not happy. And there's a long list of other forces. Mm-hmm. Just don't make him a full Adam, okay? Not yet. We'll go about that later. Hope you know who that was. But it's one thing, you know, to not, make an offer right up front and also volunteering to do something and not following it through. No. And here's another thing too. If it was like later on and just came towards me with it saying that, I know I promised you this, but I don't think I'm able to pretty much do that for you right now or for a while. If he did that, I would be like, it's fine, it's okay, don't worry. In fact, don't even worry about it. Something so simple and so minuscule. Wipes it clean and he doesn't have to worry about it. Precisely like what he was already doing. But, not wanting to even address it or just sweep it under the rug. And hopefully I would forget. Joke's on you, dude. I can kind of remember when I was an infant and almost had a brick almost hit me square in the face. You think I don't remember stuff? I even remember having my first asthma attack in the hospital. And my father decided to drug me full of Benadryl, hoping that would make me breathe better. Nope, made it worse. I remember my first asthma attack. Vomiting Benadryl. As an infant. Don't be hoping that I forget. And the thing is, I don't say stuff randomly. Because I can't make any of this up. Because why would I make up my significant other not keeping his word? Mm-hmm. And even then too. The number one thing with me, 99.99% of the time, if I'm being told what's going on and it's how it is up front, I'm not going to get mad. Like, here's a good example, even though it's funny and a little bit odd. If I'm being told that there's a dead guy in the house and I'm coming home from work and it's there, I'm like, okay. So what happened? Well, this guy broke into the house and I kind of, uppercutted his nose and yeah, I think it killed him. Okay, where is he at right now? He's in the living room on the floor unconscious and not moving? Okay. Well, when I get home, we'll see what we can do about this. I'm not even mad. Well, the thing is, it's not that, because he does have challenges with his mental health and logical thinking and all that. He does have those issues, which I am taking into account too, but to a point where he has to understand that the way that he thinks and acts and how something has been the same consistently for 10 years and hasn't moved, I think, after a while, I think this guy gives a crap about me. No matter what's happened, he's always been there. That's kind of being point blank, but still. If something has been proving itself consistently, no matter what's happened, and trust me, there has been a lot of stuff. And for example, I believe Claudia, I don't know if Claudia has actually seen that video of me having a PTSD attack on camera when I was watching another video in the Viper Alliance group. Mm-hmm. If somebody can do that for someone else, not flinch. It's not that he's not interested. Yeah. Because he has said, and I mean, it's obvious, and I mean, being empathic, and I mean, knowing him like the back of my hand, emotions and feelings are there. It's just that to the point where it's just like, why do you keep choosing to be stupid? Why do you keep choosing to cause unnecessary stress and BS? Why are you still choosing to do that? Because honestly, it's not cute. It's not fun. It's really kind of annoying. Because that's kind of like making me think like, okay, so if you think it's okay to mess with me, do you think I'm going to want to mess with you? Why? What good is that going to do? Oh, wait, nothing. Because instead, I'd rather have the most simple and probably, I mean, to me, it's common sense. If I have my significant other and we don't have the best home, we don't have anything up, it's not the best home, but it's a roof over our head, we're comfortable, we have our needs met, we're comfortable, we're content. If we're content, and I mean, if we have a connection and it's, genuine and actually being as truthful and honest and just, really connecting without, shenanigans involved and no game playing and none of that BS. Really, the only thing I want is just to have that sense of peace and home and relax. And actually, really just live life as normal. Wow. So, like, what conditions has he actually, like, he has actually counseled people with, um, because I'm trying to remember exactly his diagnosis. He has bipolar disorder, I think bipolar 1, I think. Then he also has possibly, what's that called? Um, schizo. Okay, bipolar thing good because, well, mine has bipolar, but also psychosis related disorder, but not as much as it used to be. But the only wish that I want is just to have a roof over the head and significant other and just peaceful. That's it. All I want. So simple. Other than that, life is content. I have everything else I want. But for whatever reason, this one little thing, which has been like, really? Why is this still an issue? Why is it like, why can't we just choose the simple route of like, settling down, relaxing? Well, I don't want to give up my freedom. Did I say you're going to lose your freedom? No. If you think that, being and settling down and living with somebody is going to take your freedom away, no. 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 If anything, it kind of shows you that, wow, this person really busted their tush to get a roof over both of our heads and kind of proven themselves that, hey, I kind of give a damn about you. And you're kind of important to me, and I'm seeing a lot of spiritual movement behind me. A lot. But nonetheless, kind of look like a feather fell next to me on the left, but nonetheless. If it's something so simple and they're actually putting out a lot of work and effort and you're aware of it, why not keep it simple and just go what's best for both of you? In this case, somebody's been trying really hard. And at the end of the day, to be honest, I keep that in consideration. And I do constantly reassure. But then I inform him, like, it's been 10 years, dude. 10 years. Going on. Actually, never mind. Over 11 years. 11. And believe me, there's been a lot of stuff that was fun, beautiful, and lovely. Oh, well, it can only be a stalemate for so long until somebody cracks. And I can say one thing. For me, and where I stand, it's been the same for 11 years. Hasn't moved, hasn't changed. Because keep in mind this, I have Saturn on my ascendant. In other words, Saturn in my pretty much whole being. What is Saturn? Rebellious. You try and influence you try and influence him, he's gonna say, no, 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 get out of the way. No, no, get it away. No, I want that. No, out of the way. No, piss it, kid. I'm not doing what you want. No, I'm getting that. Rebellious, defiant. Sees what he wants and devotes and commits to it. 180 degree. That aspect is what he devotes to, Saturn. Thanks. I can't pronounce your name. I'm just gonna call you by your last name, Capil. But I mean, for me, I understand where he's coming from and his challenges perfectly. It's just after a while, it does take a toll. But nonetheless, it's just like how Saturn is, and how the reality of it is. Sometimes, it's gonna suck. But if you really do care, and if you take on that obligation, you better do it, or I'm gonna beat you. Wait. Rude? I didn't tell you to do that stupid phone. Scooch. Wait. Stop it. And even then, too, because I'll even admit this. Really, I'm not ultimately sticking around just for him. I'm sticking around for me, too. And actually, also, in a way, like when I'm, about to kick the bucket, to actually also leave a legacy behind showing that no matter how hard the circumstances, and no matter how much you just want to go with someone that you love and care about, and your significant other, no matter what happens, it's possible to stick. And it's a choice. If you're not happy with it, that's part of the challenges. Because believe me, there are a lot of times where it's like a wish come true to me. He made me feel like, wow, I exist and I matter to somebody. Never felt that before, except from him. There were times like that, and then there were the opposing times like, what is this, relationship jackass fag edition? Really? Plenty. And hello, Enchantress. Because there were a lot of shenanigans, like the first one, which is actually forcing him off of an addiction. I did that. And developed PTSD because of it. Meaning that I can't go anywhere where there's like getting shots, blood drawn, any of that. I cannot go anywhere near it because it's going to be an automatic trigger. And I'm going to hear voices in my head. There's that one. Next, being woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning because of whatever reason, at the time when I picked up, I didn't even know. Getting called and being told that, hey, are you awake? Yeah, I haven't heard from you in the past 2 weeks. Is everything okay? What's going on? I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm down in Palm Springs. How the heck did you get to Palm Springs from Illinois, dude? What's going on? And then finding out that he was about to be taken to Ireland and kidnapped and put into, trafficking. Dead serious. And I can't make this up. What did I do? I told him, where are you at in Palm Springs? Where are you at? He told me. Got in my car. 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Got in my car, left at like 2:10. Drove all the way down to Palm Springs on a moment's notice. Called work, and said, I can't come in, I have a family emergency. But I never missed work anyway. There, so I was off the hook, okay. I drove all the way down to Palm Springs. Worried sick. Got to the hotel. It was the Hard Rock Cafe Hotel, I believe. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But nonetheless, he gave me the hotel room, and went inside the building, tracked the hotel door room down, found it, banged on the door, like timer, like about 3 times. When the door opens, I see this grotesque, beer belly, disgusting, vile man saying, "Who are you?" And then I just blacked out. From what he told me after when we got out of there, he told me, well, as soon as he opened the door, you literally screamed, "Where the?" But this happened in Illinois. Actually, no, he got flown from there. He got flown to there from Illinois, so I don't even know. But he did show me that the disgusting guy actually put him to Disneyland. And he told me a lot of other things that had happened and where he felt really unsafe. But that was afterwards, but still. He told me that, and keep in mind I was blacked out. He told me, yeah, you actually began screaming and yelling in his face, like in his face, saying, "Where the fuck is he?" Huh? We were talking about, where the fuck is he? And then I just pushed my way through. You see him in the corner with his stuff, kind of like scared to death. From what he said, pretty much I was like at the door next to the guy. I literally like blinked to him, and I told him, "Get all your things." I didn't have to, because I think you all appreciate this. I blinked to him. I told him, "Get all your things, and everything that's yours. You're going out first." Luckily, it was only the one guy. So he goes out first with all of his stuff, and that guy's looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What is going on here?" He goes out first. Then I go after next, right behind him. Right when I get to like next to that guy, like cross right in front of him, like that. As soon as I pretty much get like right, kind of like this to him, going this way, and he's just against the wall. As soon as I get there, I turn and I gut check him as hard as I can, right in the gut, like right here, kind of like right here, as hard as I can. And then I just hear him go, and when I make contact, I kind of felt something on the floor, going, and I just slammed the room door closed. Him and I just booked it out. I mean, if you want to be really honest, what I wanted to do after I gut checked him is put his head in the doorway and slam the door on his head a few times. That's what I wanted to do, but keeping it classy and quick. So just to the chest, to the, right in there. Yeah, good enough. And while we were driving home, he asked me, "You're not mad at me, are you?" And then I just told him, "You did exactly what I told you to do. Precisely what I told you to do. You called me, you told me what was going on. I'm not mad. I'm really glad you did. I wasn't even mad. Not at all. he did what I told him to do. Whenever something happens and he needs me, no matter what it is, call me there, get him out of harm's way. No matter what it is. He did exactly what I told him. Wasn't even mad. Didn't even hold it against him. Simple. But still, I mean, literally, so many things that this world has thrown at me. From his really whoops mistakes. That incident. Having to face seeing him withdraw to a point where it caused damage to his psyche. Because I'm getting there. There's a lot more than just those three that I just said. I had to face an incident where it was believed that he committed suicide by overdose by a mass text message. It got to the point where I got so depressed that the apartment I was staying in, I locked myself in, darked everything out, and blamed myself because I didn't do anything to prevent that. So for a whole week, I tormented myself and almost took my own life. Then cue hell over there, coming in and told me to get up. And I did. 30 minutes later, he sends me a message on Snapchat saying he's fine. A video message. I'm not sticking up for him. I'm not sticking up. All I'm saying is this is what I did and the choices I did. Because it's not because it's like the right thing to do, but it's doing it because it's what I want to do. Because well, for me, I am getting help, yeah. And I have others to talk to and speak to, yeah. But in this living environment that I'm at, can't handle it. Because there's too much yelling, screaming. And it starts hitting my psyche, but still. But still, nonetheless. And after when hell stopped me, yeah, I can't. But still. Hell stopping me from, ending my life for the wrong cause. Yeah, but I mean, almost took my own life because I thought he was dead. And who actually sent off that text message, mass text message. I kind of do hope that, something really not so nice happens to them. Because of them, I could have been gone, and then he would have to know for the rest of his life that I'm gone. And he would not be able to handle it. I already know he wouldn't be able to handle it. Because I'm honestly the only person that's stuck by him no matter what. Even his family has pushed him to the side numerous times. I haven't pushed him away once. Like, actually be like, no, gone. You can't come anywhere near me anymore. No, not once. Always been there. Never turned him away. Whenever he's needed me, there. But whenever there's an incident of BS, I stand up for myself and say, no shenanigans, no BS. But I never pushed him out. There's a fine boundary line. See, what else is there? I mean, there's like many. Ugh. Still, nonetheless. At the end of the day, the understanding of, yes. And real love and real commitment like that It's not all about Venus. Cheesy woozy wooey. No, 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 no. Just because she owns it, and that's her domain, doesn't mean that's the one that has to be the one that you rely on. Of all the planets, like say for example, I had to marry one of the planets. I had to pick one. Only one. Of all the planets, the one I pick, Saturn. In a heartbeat. Why Saturn? He doesn't know how to feel or give you any emotions. But he's reliable, devoted, committed, disciplined, focused. It knows responsibility. Hello, Shadow, I saw that. He ain't slick. No, understands obligation. Understands to sacrifice. Marriage, relationships, you sacrifice a lot. Take it from me. 11 years, I could have been somewhere else, much happier, on my own, but sacrificed so much for him. Yeah, but still. Nonetheless, picking Saturn. Well, the thing is, his mother, her health isn't well, and his other sisters have pushed him out before. Older sisters. When he was here in the same town as me, his sister wouldn't let him in the house. And he pretty much was left homeless to wander the streets of this town. 2 years ago. It's not easy. But yeah, he was pushed out and forced to wander the streets back in 2018. And I'm taking in every little thing. Every little thing. Even if it doesn't look like I'm paying attention, I'm paying attention. Listening to every little thing, and it's all going in my head. But in 2018, when he had to wander the streets, I didn't know, because I lost contact with him, because my phone number got changed. I didn't even know his new number. I'm not trapped. Definitely not trapped. Not trapped at all. If I was trapped, I wouldn't be able to do anything. And I would actually be worse than I am now. But when he had to wander the streets in 2018, I didn't know about him. But when I found out, I was pissed. Mad. Like legit, like really? About to go to his sister and be like, how come you're not letting him come into the house? Oh, because he has an issue with his mind and thoughts and emotions? Mental health isn't the best? That's not an excuse. So you're gonna take your own little brother, who actually, for the fun fact, got you your boyfriend, and if it wasn't for your younger brother, you wouldn't have your kid, or child, or children. You wouldn't have them. So I think you should, let him in the house, because you wouldn't be where you're at right now without him. But, since you threw him to the wolves, heck, if things between him and I go up, and we get very much higher up, or like we have a lot, don't expect me to be all like, yeah, you can come in. No. You turned him away? Nope. Sorry. No. If you're going to be not allowing somebody who's been at their worst to come towards you, you don't need to come near us when we're at the best. No. I hate to put it that way and hate to be like point blank and harsh, but heck. But, I mean, if I didn't know, funny. 10 of Swords. Something ending for the better. And so that way a new thing on the horizon comes. It's stressful, yes. But the thing is, the things that actually are the most stressful, as soon as the stress comes off, it's the most rewarding. And it actually makes you appreciate it more. Much more. True though. That's screw it. I'll throw cardstock at myself. No. So, 10 of Swords, current standing. Oh boy. So, 10 of Swords then. Oh boy. What on earth has been overkilled? If you would. One card, please. 4 Cups over being killed. Card of like, I don't want it. I'm not acknowledging it. I don't want to take it. Well, that's nice to know that this is kick the bucket. Or better yet, take the damn cup, kid. Is in front of your face is what you've been asking for. Take the bloody cup. Now. That I don't want to take what I want. Okay. Well, that's dead. Okay. But perfect. So, since that's being overkilled, what is it going to now turn into? That's the bigger question. This deck is very thick. That sounded so bad, but who cares? It's now turning into, oh, that's cute. It goes from like, I don't want, I'm not going to take what I want, to now the Page of Pentacles. Double Earth. So we have Earth and more Earth. So we got hard and harder. Of course. And yes. And I appreciate that a lot, Claudia. Same thing backwards. I mean backwards. Same thing likewise. Yeah, that would be nice. And whenever you're going to be doing that ritual, I will send you. Actually, here, I'll do it right now. Let's see here. I'll send you a message on Facebook since it's right open right now. You might have to check your message requests. Yeah. So yeah, you might have to check your message requests. If not, well, it might be on Instagram. But I'll worry about that. No, part of me saying send it now, so I'm gonna send it now. I'm just gonna go with it. Listening to the intuitive side say just do it now. Okay. I'm not telling it no. Crap. Where am I going? Hopefully not over a cliff, but no. Yeah, right. Nope. I still have a lot to do on this earth. Mm-hmm. Where the bloody... There it is. Okay. Now where's our Dean's List? I know, that's a really odd thing to call, you know, like members list, Dean's List. No! I'm a computer, I'm helping. Alright. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but I have it coming sooner than later, yeah. So, of course you know my name, obviously. I would hope. If not, well, it is what it is. But Claudia, his name I'm sending to you right now, so if you don't see it in your message box, it might be in the message request. Hopefully not the spam, because that made me think, thanks Facebook. I'm not a spam. You think I'm spam? They think in the can? Really? Ew, it doesn't even taste good. I'm not gonna go there. And, by the way, Claudia, His name's Italian. Oops. It's Italian. Yeah, last resort food. And I even also know what his name translates to. And like what it means. He who sings a lullaby. And he likes to sing. And boy, I miss it. Anyway, back to the card stock at hand. Come on. So Ten of Swords is having the situation of this. Die. Overkilled. And now it's the Page of Pentacles. So a messenger about having something being more manifested and practical. And that's the current standing now, all of a sudden. Okay. No, I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, it could be worse. We are encountering Three of Pentacles. Coming together and working with one another. Encountering, like, coming together and strategizing and negotiating and partnering up. I have nothing to say. The cause of all this and what's making this all happen? Death. Well, it depends. I mean, I could pull you. I mean, I can do your chart right now because my computer's open. But either way, I wouldn't do Cafe Astrology because I always use Equal House System. So I would have to say astro.com. Just make sure you put it in for Equal House System, or whatever system. But the cause of all this is death. Something kicking the bucket and then transitioning over into something better or something different. Or something coming to an end so that way something new is being more changed into something else. Well, the Ten of Swords is the current standing, so all this is happening because of a big, we're going to stop this. And the thing that kicks the bucket is like, you're taking the cup, and then it becomes a page of Pentacles. Behind us, or backing me up, or what all the other things have happened in the past. Seven of Pentacles, like, go on. Poke with the stick, do something. How come between him and I, how come it's not really going anywhere? Nothing is really changing. Awkward moment. Astro.com. ASTRO.com. But this is the past. You know, looking at it like, come on, do something. Poke with stick. Do something. But it kicks the bucket at least. At least that's a good thing. Rude, don't be making a mess. Stop it. Quit it. No. Put that back. You're not making hot messes. Best case scenario, I'm going to just grab it right down the middle. Best case scenario, an idiot. Do I dare say more? The most desired outcome and the best case scenario is, you know, getting an idiot. Getting my idiot. And I do call him my idiot. My dimwit. I have nothing to say. Nothing at all, and I'm just going to nod my head and go with it. Just going to go with it. Coming towards the face. Childlike freedom. Infinite potential. Glee. Optimism. Coming towards the face. Justice. What? Whatever, we're gonna go with it. I'm just gonna nod my head and not say a word. Self-perception. Self-perception. Six of Pentacles again. Coming towards my face is Justice, and then I'm seeing myself trying to balance between this and giving it just and fair. You know, a part of me really just wants to just light this deck on fire, but I'm not going to do that because that's not really nice. Not nice at all. Outside perception is seeing me as, look at this one. Others are seeing me as the High Priestess. Like, you think I'm dumb? I'm not saying a word. I know what's going on. I ain't new here. I have, again, nothing to say. Not gonna argue. Not gonna tell it, nope, you're wrong. I'm just gonna nod and just go with it. Hoping for, but also definitely, definitely afraid of. Hoping for the Nine of Cups wish fulfillment. But also definitely afraid that this wish fulfillment may actually end up having, you know, it just be him being fulfilled and me getting nothing. At least that's how I'm reading that card, and I don't like how that looks. Then it has to be like an equal for that. The most likely outcome to come about. This is where it all comes down to the nitty-gritty. I would say nitty-gritty. No, I'm not going to talk vulgar. It's not prime time tonight, so no, none of that. Not prime time, so no. Fine, I'll go with the bottom of the deck. I just hit a card and it just went flying. I don't know where it went, but I'm just going to ignore it. So, bottom of the deck. The most likely outcome to come about. I'm so scared to even look at it, to be completely honest. And usually I'm not afraid to actually pull a tarot, but right now I'm intimidated as heck. I don't even want to look at the bottom of the deck. But intuitively saying, look at the bottom of the deck, you twat. I don't want to because I'm like legitimately about to rude. I'm pretty much like, you know, in a horror movie when, you know, like one of the victims is in the closet and they're just all, don't make a noise. I'm so scared and I don't know what's going to happen if it happens, but I don't want it to happen. Yeah, I'm like that right now. I'm just looking at the bottom of a pile of cards. Fine. Okay. I'll even do this. No matter what the bottom of the deck is, good, bad, dreadful, no matter what, I'm going to accept it for what it is. No matter what. Good, bad, dreadful, I'm going to accept it. No matter what. And this is going to be the outcome no matter what. And I'm going all in. And now I'm like even more like, I don't even want to look at the bottom of the deck. I kind of want to just be like, nope, I quit. But screw it. I'm having faith. Yep, I'm having faith. No matter what it is, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go with it. Are you for real? Are you for real? It does bring me peace, and I'm trying to, you know, get emotional on camera, but still. Fine. Stuck with it. I'm gonna stick with it then. And that's quote unquote final answer. Suppose. Ow. We might as well clarify it. Clear fire number 1. Well, look, it happens to be the by the book card of mine. Queen of Swords, not having it. Queen of Sass. Clarifier number 1. Gee, that kind of, you know, definitely doesn't, you know, point towards me at all. It's just like, oh, him being a Queen of Sass? No, I don't see it. Oh, wait until, you know, when you come around and you'd be like, oh, he is mad. And when I get mad, we know. So we have Queen of Sass with, I can only imagine. can only imagine what's going to come out of this pile of cardstock. But hey, on the bright side, at least it's nice. Queen of Sass with a 6 of Wands. Okay, we got at least victory. And the other one, Queen of Pentacles. Because why not? Just why not? Look at this. Although keep in mind, he is a Taurus, and I'm in Libra. Have a look at this. Do you see it? Because I do. Angel is the one of victory. Queen of Sass on this side with the woman figure. Queen of Pentacles on the other side for the male figure. Coming together brings victory. And by the way, oh, air sign. Libra sun, air sign, Taurus sun. F this deck. No. Fine. That it is what it is. Sticking with it. Nonetheless. How was it? 7714. I will pretty much now just leave it open for it, but other than that, really that was like really the whole message is. If there's ever a time when you need assistance for anybody, always express that you need assistance. And don't think that you're not worthy of getting assistance. Yeah, best deck ever by being the most simplistic and standard. But one more thing. Essentially what I'm... Wait, so summary? Okay. Yeah, I know, right? We blow it a lot. And hey, I'm a Libra sun with an Aquarius moon and an Aquarius ascendant, so how do you think I feel? I'm blowing it all over the place. So the summary of the whole thing, fine, please hold. Let me just pull out all the cards again that I got. And I remember which ones. Please hold while your process is being requested. Might as well get a Twix bar. Chew this moment over. In fact, that's actually making me crave a Butterfinger, and they're right over there in that bag. I'll have you know that, you know, as Flamer guys, we crave chocolate too. We have our moments, so don't tell me I can't have my chocolate. Don't you dare. Yeah, that's all of them. So, we're taking from the top then. Okay, so it was... that one, and that one, that one, that one. To the left, below. Encountered. Then it becomes what kicks the bucket? Current state, okay. No, I need more chocolate. Nope. People, give me just 2 shakes. Come hither, bag of chocolate. Yes. Nobody's gonna lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Oh gosh, now watch someone be like, oh, that was copyright. That's like somebody saying, we're going to trademark the name Loki. Yeah, by the way, I didn't know that Loki all of a sudden was also now Hela's brother. But Loki is her dad. Marvel. Fail. Again. From. Oh. Sidri, if you'd like, I believe down below in the description of this, there's a thing with my link tree, and you can just follow that. And you can actually message me, and I'll be happy to teach you. We'll talk about that. Oh, yep, I'm okay. I'm all good, Carla. Thanks for checking in. And hello, anime fan, the triple two. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2 equals number 6. Number 6. The number of the Divine Mother. Oh, by the way. And also the number of restoration. Very secret to hell, you had to change in the last 3 days, and we're not going to move in together. It'll happen. So, about this hot mess that I pulled. Current standing. Something gets overkilled. It could be better, but we're getting there. Current standing. 10 of Swords. Something gets overkilled, and then something new dawns on the horizon. So let's see. What's been overkilled? 4 Cups. I don't want to take it. I don't want it. In a situation involving somebody and not being aware and refusing to take what they've been asking for and wanting. They're being like, I don't want to take it. No. I know I wanted it, but I don't want it. Twathead, take the bloody cup now. Take it? No, you're going to take it. Well, that situation of him hissy fitting dies. And now he becomes the Page of Pentacles. Also being Taurus too. Oh, look at that. Rock, solid. We got Earth and Earth. Hard and harder. Double Earth. So not wanting to take a wish and not taking what's been asked for turns into like getting a message of wanting to actually bestow a message of stability and wanting to actually be more real. Encountering 3 of Pentacles. Pretty much coming together to work together as a unit. Compromise. Work together, partner up. On a practical level, realistic level. And also Earth is a feminine energy that's also about devotion, commitment, being steady, fixed. That's none of my business. The cause of all this. Death. The reason why all this is happening is because the situation kicked the bucket, but because of this bucket being kicked, it now turns into a mop, meaning that something got its bucket kicked, now it turns into something new. Well, it just happened right there when I read the other cards. That's what's causing this all. Now that I read the wrong way. In the past, 7 of Pentacles, the card of like the beam poking something with a stick, saying, "Hey, do something." That's odd because that's what's happened. Like, how come nothing's happening between me and him, and it's just like stuck? Nothing's happening as it was supposed to be happening. Hoping for? No, I'm not hoping for. Most desired outcome, or what's on top of my head, or the best case scenario, is getting an idiot. And funny enough, I do call him my idiot. In a nice, sweet, loving way. Having the ability to actually have a chance to be taken again, and infinite optimism, but also, best case scenario, I get my dimwit that I loved, and I get a big headache for him, and I couldn't imagine my life without him. I'm usually on all the time. Not like on YouTube all the time, but like other things like social media. Down below with that link tree or like whatever link, social link me thing, whatever down below in the description box. If you actually message me on the messenger, I'll get it, and I'll probably reply and actually open it up when I'm able to, which is a lot of the time. But still, you have to message and then we'll go from there. Coming right for my face, you know, this thing. I just uppercutted my nose with my fingers like, Well, anyway, Justice. Coming for my face is Justice. The Cosmic Slot Machine card, as my friend Pamitas calls it. What you put out is what you're going to get back. G. Saturn return. Sat D, anybody? That's what I'm going through in my first house right now. Cosmic Slot Machine. All that I put in, I'm going to get right back. Really? I thought... Right here. Maybe I can do it this way. Yes, especially when putting in the work recording something that you've been wanting for the past 11 years. And making it known. And something so simple. Oh, it has a link too? You get the idea. As long as the link's there, yeah. And it's still got the same. But anyway. Justice coming right from my face. Oh, both sides. Oh, look at that. Libra card. That's none of my business. Justice comes about. Ooh. Self-perception. 6 of Pentacles. Again with the Libra right there. Now it's earthy. So with that in mind, self-perception, trying to be realistic and practical and being balanced and just... I'm trying to actually see myself and trying to embody that. Well, but then again, all the karma is that what is, to me, I like to define it as when you take an action, the results that come back towards you. If you go in this direction, whatever happens afterwards is a karmic backlash. Good, bad, doesn't matter. My opinion. Wait, what they just said? Yeah, what was just said? That's better way I put it. I'm seeing myself as trying to, be balanced and just on a practical level. But hey, as they say, Aquarius is the most chaotic sign. Like, you have no idea what it's doing. But again, Aquarius is also the highest of all the signs, because it's the closest to the spiritual side while maintaining intelligence. When it goes to Pisces, the intellect goes deeply spiritual. Not making it up. But anyway. Thanks, Bella. Aquarius is your shadow, meaning that you're a Leo. I'm reading over like my cards that I've done. Yeah. But hey, you know what the good thing about Aquarius though? The good thing though about Aquarius though is that Aquarius is a sign that's very supportive. And a Leo likes the attention, Aquarius supports the Leo. But nonetheless. But apparently outside perception, which can be all of you, or, person in question that's giving me a headache, I'm being seen as the High Priestess. Aquarius Mars. That kind of, wow. Usually Mars is not really happy being in Aquarius because it's like the sign of everybody coming together, holding hands and going kumbaya, and Mars is like, why are we holding hands? I want to break stuff. So when it comes to actually social reform and pushing agendas that need to be pushed for welfare of society and networking, ooh, feisty energy. Aries, Taurus, cusp. You know what's funny? Because the one I'm actually reading this about for me, I have. Mine's actually going into a waxing, almost full moon. Pretty close, over 50%. Mine, like his, pretty close to the same. And my lunar goddess is Nitya, the Shame. Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. Mine's not me, but mine. He is a cusp Aries Taurus. I know exactly how it is. So we have Rahu then. But anyway, I'm being seen as the high priestess. Oh, people are aware. They're like, oh, I'm not new here. No, I don't, because the me draconic is like. So, you read from Rahu's position. Isn't that like making Rahu the ascendant? And you read the chart from there. I mean, I don't really get it. Not really sure, but nonetheless. I'm saying it's the high priestess, meaning that everybody that is, looking at me right now, and even the person in question is like, oh, he's not new here. He knows what's going on. And don't try and woo him, because he sees right through it and is not impressed. And for goodness sakes, you know what? Even the two letters B and J, my North Node, my Rahu, is in Sagittarius, in the 11th house. And my K2, my meh planet, is in the 5th house in Gemini. So when it comes to being multitasked in pretty much acting, I'm like meh with it. Okay, I can do it, but I'm kind of detached from it. Like I can do this no problem, and I can communicate in whatever tone of language. Yeah, what a combination! It's like being able to multitask and just going from one, like taking and acting in one state, flipping into another. I mean, some people would like, you remind me of Jim Carrey. I remind you of Jim Carrey. You're the mean one, Mr. Grinch. Come on, kids, let's take this fish bowl with the fish in and just throw it off a cliff. Why? See? It's being like, okay, I can do this, and I'll just go and flow. Like, so detached. I've mastered it last life, so I'm like, whatever, I can do it. Hoping for, but also deathly afraid of. I'm hoping for the Nine of Cups wish fulfillment, but also afraid of that, oh, okay, he got all his wishes granted, but I'm over here just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, you got all your cups full, but what about me? The most likely outcome to come about. Oh, how cheesy and woozy-wooey. I don't need to explain that one. I'll even hold it again a little bit longer. I feel I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I forgot the suspense. Oh my god, what could it be? The Lovers. Actually, funny enough, when I got my first reading about this hot mess I'm in from my friend Pamita, the first reading, this was one of the big picture and major cards that came out. I'm dead serious. Big picture card, yeah, the Lovers. Literally, first reading, looking into this. As soon as she pulled this card, I'm like, literally, I like broke down in front of her, and she's like, first time? Literally, like, first time? First time seeing the Lovers card and being all like, wow, you're right, kid. And I just knew for some reason I have to stick. But clarifying the Lovers card. Alrighty, have a good night, Kayla. Clarifying the Lovers card. Now here comes the part where it gets odd. Like odd is like, oh, it just so happens. Oh, wrong one. So clarifying. Keep in mind the elements. Card number 1. She who's not having it. Queen of Sass. I'm an air sign. To be technical. Libra Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Ascendant. A lot of blowing. Hey, Casey. We got a lot of blowing going on here, and she's not having it. And if she wanted to, she would rather turn on doing this on her card. Rather be doing this. One side. The other side. Queen of Pentacles. And he's a Taurus. Meanwhile, just for whatever reason, oh, look at that. We have two queens, the same gender, kind of facing one another. One is trying to be all like, trying to keep her head down and trying to be all like woozy, like okay. Then I'm over here just like, listen, yo, yoo-hoo, pay attention, you dimwit. Listen, love you to death, but yoo-hoo, listen. Why are you being sad? I'm trying to help you, dude, but no. You have to hold on to that little thing in your lap. Listen. Either you're gonna listen, or I'm just gonna, knock it out of your hand with this pokey thing. Listen. You're lucky I'm not flipping you off, dude. But anyway. He's a Taurus. I'm a Libra. Now we're gonna go back to how I showed it before. We have the Eve figure having the Queen of Sass. Then the other side, Queen of Pentacles for the Adam side. And for the Angela figure, 6 of Wands for victory. And you want to take this another step further. You notice how the 6 of Wands is going in the same direction as the Queen of Swords. So a Queen of Swords is going to get the victory. And it's going in the same direction. That's none of my business. But then again, I'm not surprised because usually existence likes to do this to me. Are you gonna let go? Here's the potential of it happening and it can happen. Goes for it. Nope, something bad happens. Like, okay, I'm gonna stop then. Shortly thereafter, oh look, here's a sign that maybe it can happen and there's a really good chance. And then it happens again, like... It does make me think, okay, universe, I want to ask you one question. Can you make up your bloody mind? Do you want me to have it or not? This isn't like wishy hokey pokey. You put your wish out there and then you take the wish back. You take the wish out there and you're not going to shake it all about. Just give me the bloody dang wish already. I want to get on with my life. Yeah, it's like... Life is not supposed to be like a Hannah Montana episode. It can't be all like the best of both worlds. You get it? You don't. Which one is it? They get it or they don't? You don't get the best of both worlds. No. Another thing want to do it? Or slapstick comedy? Or satire? I could say something funny right now, and screw it, I'll do it. A while ago, I used to work at a Lowe's travel stop. And one of the things I had to know, being a shift lead, was how to run the Subway restaurant. Okay, innocent. I learned how to do it. Learned how to make sandwiches, the pizza, and the salad. Literally. Whenever I was making a sandwich for anybody, I said the same thing exactly every single time. Didn't even flinch. They say the bigger the better. And I've been known to be a size queen, but it is what it is. That's how I was put in there. Meaning that I used to work at a Love's travel stop and I had to know how to run the Subway. But whenever somebody wanted me to make a sandwich, like a sub sandwich, literally I asked them this with a straight face every single time. Didn't even flinch. Okay, what kind of bread do you want? They say that kind of bread. Italian, okay. How many inches do you want, 6 or 12? And then, literally, they're just all... What? Why are you looking at me like that? How many inches do you want, 6 or 12? You want 6 inches or do you want 12 inches? I mean, if it was up to me, I'd take 12, but how many inches do you want, 6 or 12? I'm dead serious. How many inches? Come on, dude. If you can't decide, I'll just give you 12. And I've had everybody except one person bust up laughing. And I'm just like, why are you laughing at me? I'm asking you, do you want 6 or 12 inches? And they could not stop laughing. Honest question, how many inches you want? 6 or 12? I mean, if that wasn't really a legit question, I wouldn't be saying how many inches you want. Still, legit question, like 6 or 12 inches. There's some of that humor. And to answer the question of what I'm putting on my face right now, and I put this on a lot, don't knock on my window, that's rude. Piss it. Anyway, Neroli is one. That's the first one. The next one is Rose. Okay, right there. That was Rosie. Oh, where is... That's not that. This one's Magnolia. Okay, perfect. This one's Magnolia. Magnolia Blossom. Let's see what else is next. Okay, we got Magnolia, we got Rose. I almost said Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie, Neroli. Okay, where's Jasmine? Oh, don't tell me Jafar got her again. Again. And there, found it. Nice try. And Jasmine, which is like my absolute favorite. I remember in a bad mood, just take some Jasmine and go pop my nose with it. That was a bad idea, but oh well. Jasmine. Yeah, Neroli, real Neroli is a bit challenging, but the thing is, with essential oil roll-ons like this, there's no rule that says you can't just refill with coconut oil when it gets down pretty low, like because this one was also jasmine. I just added it to my other one. This still has jasmine in it. There's no rule that says you can't put coconut oil in it, because coconut oil actually is odorless, and it actually takes on the effect of neroli. Yeah, wash them vitals. So then, so on my face right now we have Jasmine, we have Neroli, we have Rosie, we have Magnolia. And now we're gonna add one last one. Ready? 9. And the last one. This one is a really... This one I don't expect any of you to get, because it's very difficult to get. This one, I'm gonna put it on first and spell it first. Just no, don't be flying around my room. I saw that. Saw like a few shadows decided to go midair. Like, don't do that. It's rude. This one. I'll say it after I'm done. This one is Blue Lotus. The Blue Lotus. Me personally, well, yeah, but I mean, I just put them on and I just roll nice and easy. Me personally, I've always been a night owl, so I guess you can call me a hooter. No. So, I've always stood up late. And actually, funny enough, I hate the sun. Whenever it lights up, I'm like, get that away from me. Get that flamer away from me. No. I like when it's nighttime. Besides, the less people you have to deal with if you go out. So I have on my face now rose oil, jasmine, neroli, magnolia, and now blue lotus. So all of those floral things on my face, just like that. But there's one more I'm going to put on my face. Just one more. One more. Yeah, been funny. I saw that. Did you see that? Something just went like rude. Don't be stepping in front of my camera and, thinking that's a cute thing to do. Like, bomb. No, stop it. But next one's Yangling. 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 Why? Anyway, Yangling. Literally, imagine having the prom queen at school for your senior year and everybody loves her. There's Yangling. Literally, Yangling. That's her. That's Yangling in a nutshell. The prom queen of the senior class, and everybody loves her. No matter what. For whatever reason, everybody wants to be your friend. And every guy wants to date her because she's just so perfect. So. Yangling. And yes, there's usually a specific way that I put each one on. And it balances all out. And now somebody's be like, oh, you should do makeup. I'll tell you this much. If I was to do that, I'll tell you this. There's no fluid in this thing, right? Okay, perfect. The first time I tried to put eyeliner on my face, I poked myself in the eye 10 times. And I haven't even drawn anything on my eye. I do this instead. 10 times. Rude? No. Let's not be making loud noises and being weird like that. Let's not do that. You finished? I hope so, because if you're not, well, it sucks to be you. Get out. I love it when they decide to come in and be like, oh, can I be on camera? No. You can't be on camera, and I didn't say you can come into this room. So, scram, skadoodle, piss it. The ones that are supposed to be in here, and I know of, and they're, already have an established connection, yeah, they can come in, no problem, anytime. Ones that I don't know, it's like, hey, no, don't do that. Yeah, you're on the other side, but I don't care. And I like how something on my computer just decided just to go black. Like, oh, now the whole screen's black. I would freak out, but no. I hope you heard that. Like some voice in the background. There's no other noise. And then now underneath my bed just went thud. Like, no. Something just decided to be like, ooh. Don't mess with me. Anyway. Another smell. This one's juniper berry. I love juniper berry. It's kind of like a little battering ram. Like the scent just goes, like pierces through your walls. Do you want me to make you an Adam? Like what Lilith did to the original Adam? Do you want to be like that? I hope not. Because at this rate, it's going to happen. Whenever you first open your third eye, sometimes you think, oh, open the third eye, they said. It would be fun, they said. No, it's not. Actually, it's funny. King Asmodeus, I enjoy having him around. You know why? Because whenever he's around, I always hear him chuckling and laughing. They are. But the ones that I'm most acquainted to, they usually just sit in the background and they're just mellow. The ones that I'm like, where do you come from? Most of the time. And when you see me, just go and address them and tell them that those ones are like not the ones that are meant to be here. But usually, like when Lilith comes in, she just comes through me. Once in a blue moon, you might actually see like a little bit just being all, oh, was there, but it's not there anymore. And even like there. Mm-hmm. So, excuse me. Oh, by the way, whenever you have Venus conjunct Lilith, well, Lilith actually is very friendly with Venus because, we'll put it this way. Mm-hmm. Venus is also seen as Lucifer, and then there's Lilith. Friendly. So when you have Lilith and Venus together, one sense of empowerment comes by pretty much making one appear beautiful and actually making one being able to express their creativity, even if it's dark. Mm-hmm. Being able to express the more kind of darker feminine side. Mm-hmm. But the thing with Lilith, though, Lilith's not really the loving kind. She's like the, oh, you look nice, come here. Come over here right now so I can take a bite out of you. I didn't ask you, you're gonna. Venus is more gentle and loving. Well, it's like, oh, I want that one. Come here. No, come back here. Actually, never mind. You're like Adam. There's nothing, in fact, you know what? Nothing makes a religious man be like, we don't know what to do. This woman's doing as she pleases. I have no idea what to do. Why are you afraid of it? Why are you afraid? She's doing what she wants. She's happy. She's doing as she pleases. How's that scary? We can't control her. So? How's that a threat to you? Oh, I know why. It's because many moons ago, day one. Day one. When Yahweh was all by himself, then Lilith just appeared. He goes from, I hate being alone by myself. A few seconds later, Lilith emerges. Where am I? I have no idea where I'm at, and I really hate it here. Whatever. Wait, who's that? Oh, pretty lady! He goes over to her. Hey, pretty lady. What do you want, man? Why are you looking at me like that? I want you to be my queen. Dude, look at your beard. It's tied in knots, and it's crusty. And it's not even well kept, dude. You don't. How old are you, dude? You want me to be your queen? No. Please! No. Years later, keeps going. Please! How am I gonna get rid of this one? Please! Gosh, somebody shoot me now. Please be my queen! Then she decides. That's just the thing. Comes back to her. Please, woman! Fine, on one condition. Anything! Shh. Make me someplace beautiful, full of life, vibrance, colors, and just someplace beautiful that I can always appreciate. Once you make that, then I'll be your queen. Okay! Goes in, then the creation story happens. And he finishes with Adam. Comes back to her and says, okay, I did it. Oh, you did? Let me see it. He takes her and shows her. As soon as she catches sight of it, he goes, see? Oh, yeah, that is beautiful. Okay, here's your crown. Toodles. Takes human form and just completely blue balls him. Completely makes him go, what? That's like, you're not going to get this now, dude. Because she took human form. It just tricked him, just like that. Roxas. When, like, you know, when Adam was trying to be like, I want to have it this way, Lilith. You want me to do what? You want me to submit to this, something that big? This big? It's as big as my pinky, dude. That's how big it is when, you know, it's pointing? Wow. Wow. No. No. A few seconds later, Adam runs to Yahweh. Hey, I need help. She's not letting me do what I want with her. Can you help me? He thinks, oh good, I can get revenge on her for blue balling me. He goes to her. You! Aw, you're back again? Oh, you must like having them turn blue, huh? You better submit to him. Oh, what are you gonna do, old man? Careful, you might break your hip. We don't want you to fall and break your hip and be completely helpless and useless. Oh, you want me to submit to something that big? Wow. No. Besides, you got something on your face and it's pretty long, like cobwebs. Oh, by the way, no, I'm not gonna listen to you. No. I respect myself too much to do that. You know what? This place isn't as beautiful as you thought it was. Bye. Left Eden. And then Adam looked at him and said, good job, man. Now I'm all alone. Thanks a lot. Adam just walked away with his head down, all sad and depressed. And now Yahweh's there, just all, Redeemer. And that makes E from Adam. And then as soon as Yahweh makes Eve from Adam, I don't like using that analogy, he then gets some of his angels to go out and find Lilith. Okay, you pigeon men, go find her. Okay, Yahweh. Out they go. They search all over the place. Meanwhile, in a cave, Lilith has her own children, and she's just attending to them all and just feeling perfectly happy and content. Some time goes by, and then the pigeon men find her in the cave. Are you Lilith? What's it to you, you know, Tweety birdies? What do you want? Yahweh wants you to come back. Oh, you mean that guy with the cobwebs on his face? No. Sorry, no, I'm not gonna go back. Why are you defying him? How would you feel if someone told you to, you know, get raped? How would you feel? And say, nope, you have to be it. How would you feel? He could do no wrong. Well, I hate to tell you this, but he did. But now here's the thing. Chaos is not purposely malefic. Well, essentially demons are people. Asuras are people. And Asuras, from the Hindu mythology, are people. The ones that are malefic and baneful, those are Rakshas. But that's for another thing. I saw that behind me. Fine. Well, you can definitely know who decided to pop in, so quick intermission while I get myself suited up. Yes, I will tell the story about how, you know, what happened with Adam. Because you just enjoy hearing it over and over again. And it's like a growing punchline of my channel. And yes, I mean, who wouldn't enjoy it? Let's see here. I'll go with it like this. And by the way, so that way once... Okay. Those ones go first. And these two. The stones that I'm wearing on this piece right in the middle, right here. That's jet. Smoky quartz. And then it's onyx, garnet, and then bloodstone. Pretty much all the way around until you get to the right here, smoky. But over here, we have onyx, smoky, onyx, smoky, smoky, onyx, and then it's garnet, bloodstone. Garnet, bloodstone, onyx, yeah. But anyway, so after she tells, Birdman. But she tells the Birdman, no, not gonna go back. I don't want to be violated, so go away. Hurry up and go before you become dinner. And I think my children need to know what chicken tastes like. You don't go, we're gonna kill them all. Nope, still not going. Okay, they die. And the angels killed her children. And she was just still sitting on the same rug, didn't even move. They say, are you gonna come now? Looks at all her dead children and says, nope, not moving. Not a thing. And then they just said, he's gonna be disappointed, and they just flew off. Having her children all around her slaughtered. Inside, that's when she festered up the vengeance. So much to the point she went back to Eden. And when she went into Eden, she disguised herself as the snake. Tempted Eve and said, girl, you really think this apple's gonna kill you? Really? What do you think? It's oleander? Really? Apple is not gonna kill you. Fruit is not gonna kill you. This isn't oleander. Take a bite out of it. Come on, be real here, hon. Fruit isn't meant to be eaten and enjoyed. Not meant to be all like, don't eat that. It's going to give you wisdom. I never heard of a fruity ever giving somebody wisdom and knowledge. That's not my business. But hey, just take a bite. It's enjoyable. But make sure Adam gets the first bite first. Then you can have your chump. Trust me. You want to give it to him first. A few seconds later. Hey Adam, I purchased some food. This isn't that fruit from that tree, is it? No. He takes the bite, and then she does. Then the in the background's like, suckers. Then Yahweh's like, what did you do? He ate from that tree. You stupid little. Then those snakes going, Then Yahweh looks at her and says, damn you again. And he tries to strike her, and Lilith is just all, you missed. And she just gets away. And then Yahweh exiles Adam and Eve from the garden. But now here's the thing. Lilith didn't do that just to be spiteful towards Adam. And it's just there because there's much more she does. What she does for vengeance against him, Yahweh, is that his creations, those two, there's many ways. But what she did, the reason why, because since Yahweh did not appreciate his creation, didn't respect her, and pretty much violated her and demanded her be violated, not appreciate what was there for what it was. She's like, okay, since you really don't appreciate anything that you make, it dies. It can die. It grows old and it suffers. It's no longer immortal. The fruit makes somebody die. It's like a sin virus. It's like a virus. Once you're infected, you can't get rid of it. So every human being is now born with that virus and dies. And the way she looks at it is like, well, if you appreciated something, you probably wouldn't mistreat it. So I think, you should actually have a limited time frame to fully appreciate something. Time's up, dead. So from that point onward, no matter whoever human gets born, they die. And that's Lowell's harsh lesson to Yahweh to be like, you need to learn how to appreciate it. And, not be don't be rude. And by the way, if you're not going to appreciate it, fine. You're going to lose it in time. Because you don't deserve it. Sorry. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, though, yeah, she avenged them. And then now with Adam. We know when Adam was getting to his old age of being, decrepit and all that, when they said, Adam just ventured off on his own and died. Boring. Adam ventured off on his own, barely able to walk, and about a few hundred years old. Quite a bit. He sat his caboose on a rock, like, oh God, taking a rest. Meanwhile, Lola was stalking him the whole time, just all, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Don't you sit on the rock? Oh, game over. Oh man, I'm getting tired of all this. Just suddenly, Lola pounces on him, on top of him, and he's all like, what the heck? Lola, is that you? Mm-hmm. Wow, you look like the same when, I last saw you 600 years ago. Mm-hmm. Why aren't you old? Don't worry about it. Rest, Adam. And took him out. Mm-hmm. And she assassinated him right there. And you know why? She never ate from that tree. So how can she... So since she's not infected with that virus, she can't die. Trollface. True story. You really can't die if the thing that causes death isn't in your system. Mm-hmm. Precisely. Yeah. Get up for a second, and what time is it? It is 1:09. I think what I'll do is... Oh, sweet. I'm gonna swap the shirt, and then I'm gonna prep a little small little candle thing that I have to burn, and then from there, probably end the stream, but my thoughts over here. Oh, I get over that one. Fine, whatever. I'm gonna try and step over without landing on my face. Ouch. Anyway. I just hate him when the shirt's like, oh, I'm backwards. Mm-hmm. Whatever you say. Where are those candles at? Well, that cake was a lie. Yeah, 109. So let's see here. We'll go with that one. Okie doke. Let's see. Oh, okay. Fine. All right. I'll go with it. Got Jasmine there. Now, what do you want me to put in there with it? Okay, well. Okay, we'll go with it. Okay. Okay. Then what? Okay, I'm not going to say no. We'll go with it. Wow, that is feisty. Okay. And one more I get to pick? Okay. Alright, one last one. Where is it? Is that it? Nope. Found it. Good old pink pepper. Little pinky, as I call him. Okay, there's still enough left. Just enough. Perfect. Okay. Okay, I'll use that mix then. Literally. This is how I like apply my oils, and I get really creative with it. One way like that. Like math. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. And then easily too hot to handle. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, fine. Wow. That's just dark. But I'm not opposed to it. So this one is a Man Dominator mix. That's it. Simply writing poetry and when writing poetry, actually make it in a way that's very, like, use words that are not common and very catching, like glissade, maven, or a title that's like really unique, like a black swan. So we have one part with the Man Dominator. Now we in math where you do one side, you have to do the other. This is a bend over mix. Yeah, I kind of need to get some more oil in there. That one, and yeah. That's probably the most simplistic way of, putting oil on these things. Just stick it in the bottle. Let it just sit. Just gonna plop that right there. House here, well, actually to be technical, that I had to come up with a unique name. And Hal, H-A-L, you change the A to E, you get Hel, which is my matron deity. Hal, and then seer. Well, what's a seer? Somebody who sees without their eyes. They use their other sense to see. That's why I came up with it. I had to come up with something that was the best I got. I'll go add 2 more things in here. Got one there. Where's my other sack of Mayhem? Oh, right there. I had to put it in the first one first. This one. And my friend Kendra made this mix, so now we can just actually, and she now know for a fact that I use it. That a good majority is already gone. So, candle, and then the mix. Just get it down there. And if anybody remembers those fries from Burger King with cheese, the cheese fries, like shake 'em up fries, just go back all the way to them days. Just make your shake 'em up candle. Shake it up. Believe it or not, because take a look. In fact, I don't even need to add the other mix because look at that. No. Piss it. No. So I already have all the ingredients on it just like that. And all I did was put it in a little baggie and shake it. As the wise man once said, work smarter, not harder. And I'm going to pop this right here. And now I just need to figure out where that other little thing I had. Why are you being rude? Shh. Honey bear, if I could make the mush too, be put on a leash. You think I'm intimidated by you? Good. Go. Mm-mm. No. Probably thinking, is that a shot glass? It is. But this one is somebody's head. No, that was anticlimactic. I was just gonna be all like how I didn't even do it right the second time. Here, let's be like really like cinematic. And where did that candle go? Oh, over there. And we're gonna go like this. And again, please practice your fire safety. Use your head. Be realistic. Okay. Waxy. Double tap. Liquid, make it grease and turn to fluid. Turn up the heat. Badoof. Me personally, I like to grab the top of the wick. That did not go as planned, so we're gonna turn up the heat again a little bit. Okay, one more time. and then just blow it. Just like that. And look, it's there. So now I'm going to put this over here. What was the question? Between a synergy chart between me and mine, I actually have a pentacle, or pentagram. Dead serious. Well, with aspects, but yeah. But usually for me, I have my own way of doing synastry, and I also do have certification demerits back there, specializing in relationship astrology. So, but yes, I'm aware of the shapes, but you try and float about me again, I'm going to lick you. Not in a good way. Anyway, we're going to pop this over here and light it off. Actually, yeah, I'm going to play Tetris with some stones real quick. And for well, that's funsies, show how I get it set up. That one, handy. Scooch that one. Okay, fine. That one. Okay, fine, we'll go with that. So now time to play Tetris. Please enjoy your Jeopardy music in honor of Alex Trebek. Do 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 whatever however that goes. Come on. Here we got that. Oh, right in front of my face. Okay, then this one's going to go right down the middle. That one will go there. This one will go. And this one will go there. And then last but not least, definitely not Morgan Freeman, or I like to call him, or what's really known as Morganite, will go on the other side. Just like that. Scooch all these out of the way. Make that one stand up. I guess road? No. There you go. Get my little things out of the way. Is Scoochy. And I'll take these two and scooch that backwards, get that out of my life, and then badoof. Time to share the hot mess I made. Not really hot mess, but so still, I think I'm gonna keep him with the name I gave him, Alfredo. Alfredo, the Kunzite. So my Kunzite. Nobody messes with my Alfredo. I left it, therefore it's mine. Don't be thinking to take him. But anyway, let me show you the mess. Come hither unhanded. Thank you. Now we're gonna go flippy flip. And there we go. You can have attached still, so let me free you. So now, here is what I have. We have the triangle, the rosy quartz. Back there, there. Triangle is the shape of things going upward. We have clear quartz surrounding it all, going to each of the stones around it. And then we're going to start from here, then I work all the way around. We have ruby, right there in the middle. And OCD is taking over. Fix it. Scooch. No. There you go. No. Perfect. Stay. Rosy quartz. Morganite, or as I called it, Morgan Freeman. Rhodochrosite. Yo. Fix. There. Clear quartz in the back. Star garnet. Tugdupite. Carnelian. Again in the middle. And yes, that is exactly who you think it is. Yes, even though it's a Yu-Gi-Oh monster, Dark Elf, but still, that's how I see her. So without further ado, flame on. Badoof. So, well, just let it go and just watch. And see how it goes. Taking notes. Oh, look at that. And also, if you notice, like right there, you see like all that light coming up? Like, that's a sure sign, like, oh god, this is like a critical hit. And here, we'll just add to the effect. And yes, I'm still holding. Well, not NATO, it was actually a history. For a NATO chart reading, depends. Do you want your chart to be read for a specific, like all around general, or for a specific focus? Because it usually all depends, but I read both Western and Vedic. I read them both. To the point where I actually combine both systems and read in my own unique way. General, because for general I read all the planet placements all together. Usually, I would have to say they usually last in general about an hour to hour 30 minutes recorded video. I prefer to do it that way because it's easier for me just to say it instead of type it. Probably, I usually only charge like no more than 60 an hour, but then again, I'm actually going into depth based on how it's affecting you, house placement, sign placement, how where the Lord's at, how's it being influenced, and potential strengths, weaknesses, and how to make the most of it, most use. So probably no more than 75, no more than that. But I had to say roughly in the dark, you're probably looking at 65 average. But if I go over and if I go over an hour and 30 minutes, I won't charge extra for that. I'm realistic. There. Ooh, look at that. It just moved. If you look down below, you should see like a messenger tab thing that you can actually send me a message. And just message me there and we can go from there. And funny. Yep. Oh, look at that. Nailed it. Now watch. It's only... Keep in mind, there's no fan going. My fan's off. But then again, with the 5-point stars, actually, when I actually looked at it, it was in having all aspects drawn to one another. So that might have had something to do with it, but anyway. But you know what's interesting? Like, look right where her throat is. Like, right. I'm trying to hold it still. Right there. You notice how it's just sitting right in between her hand right there? Just so ever so conveniently. There's no air on, no wind. I'm hearing the cracking. Watch out, something's gonna happen. It's gonna. Did you see the sparks? Oh, told you. Well, look at that. It just like doubled in size. Literally like doubled. And it's getting bigger. Well, like pretty much the person I was reading about earlier. Yeah, he's having that put in his head. Oh, it's dying down. But it wants you to think that. It wants you to think that it's calming down. But no, 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 no. Give it a second. That's one of the bait and switches, like, oh no, I'm losing my power. Faking it, but watch. See? Oh. Give it a second. It'll come back. Whoa, see? Told you. Whoa. Oh, look, the wick split. The wick split in two. I don't know if you just saw like something just about like right at the top. See if we can get. Oh, don't be careful, little guy. Don't be flaming at me. It's gonna get bigger. Just watch. So have I. Gonna get bigger. Oh man. Oh. There it goes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, lordy. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Okay. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Oh, my lord. And thanks for that. Whoa. Oh, hey, chill. Oh, God. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lord. Usually they haven't lasted this long. It being too dangerously close to the edge, so I'm going to snuff it. Because I don't want the glass to explode. Ow. Anyway. Quick little witch tip. There's all that smoke in there. And when you snuff it, keep the thing that, you snuffed it out with on the top of it. So that way all the smoke that's in there, it'll be stuck and it'll be going into the wax. So give it some time, and then yeah, all that smoke will go into the wax and keep it there. Hold on. It may look like nothing's happening, but I'm keeping it paused. I'll be back in 2 shakes, promise. 1, 2, 3, there. So yeah, there's that. But I'm gonna flip this back. So 3,000 years later, after all that, and as soon as the smoke dies down a bit, I'm gonna take that off, and then pretty much just put all those stones back and then put just the skull thing there by itself with the clear quartz on the top of it again. Just like that. And other than that, really that's probably as far as I'm going to go tonight. I've been streaming for more than 2 hours. Funny, imagine that. But yeah, the other thing that I was actually going to be saying about this video, and actually the whole name of this title thing altogether, the other asking for help. Well, I am trying to also get enough money to move out of here. So, I mean, that's why now with that link, I usually am always on. But down below, like in the description thing, if there could be like at any time, if you feel the need to donate, or if you even want me to throw card stuff for you, or even help you with anything occult-wise, just message me on Messenger and we can go from there. Because yeah, help me get the funds to get out of this place would be so helpful. But anyway, so again, if you want any like privately me throwing these at you, chart reading, some time with me to figure out why the heck is this intention not working, or anything occult-wise you can think of, just message me down below and we can go from there. But yeah, this place I can't stand it here. But anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, it is already the next day, and might see me later today and early in the morning doing the sign reads for Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. And then we'll just go from there. So, have a good night. Be crazy.